I'm going to go get something.
What?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah.
And I'm Carolyn.
And welcome back to Close Knit with
Carolyn
and Hannah.
I think this is the part where I go, yay.
Yay.
And we're on
we talk
episode
about what episode it is.
9. The weather.
Yep. We're here.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So we were going to talk about our bucket list items.
Okay, oh gosh. She's throwing a surprise at me.
Because she was like, let's do our bucket list items. I don't have any bucket list items.
Okay, but now I'm getting hot and getting like a little hot flash. Oh, geez.
No, it's okay.
I mean, I kind of like surprises, but no, I kind of don't. But,
so I thought that I would surprise you with what our podcast episode is about this week.
This is going to be good. I swear I don't know what she's talking about.
So we're actually going to do show and tell at the very beginning. I'm going to go get something.
What?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. Am I supposed to talk while you go get something? Oh, for the God's sakes. It better be a large cardboard cutout of Timothée Chalamet or Harry Styles. Oh, this is weird. I don't like this. I'm just sitting here. Are you going to pull someone out of the closet? She's laughing in the other room. Oh, dear. Oh, flowers. Why are you bringing flowers for me? Oh, look at how pretty they are.
So this episode is coming out the day after Mother's Day.
Oh, how sweet.
I thought this could be the Mother's Day episode.
I feel like a bride. Yeah. I'm going to just hold these the whole time, I think. Look how beautiful they are.
Those are called Victorian Garden.
Oh my gosh, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
I love this too.
Yeah.
Oh, how pretty. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
What are we going to talk about?
So today I'm
Me?
Yes. Yes. That's why I knew you'd like this episode.
Okay. That's not very nice.
No,
I'm not conceited, but I do like to talk about it.
No. So yeah, I'm going to just interview you. I picked out a bunch of questions.
Oh my God. But what about you? Are we going to talk about you? How about on your birthday we do you?
Sure.
We can talk about you on your birthday.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, that's not too far away.
Yeah,
August.
But anyways.
Oh, I had a really good list of bucket list things.
We can do that next week. It gives me some time.
Okay, you got to think of some things.
I don't have a bucket list.
Which is very bizarre. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Huh.
So you don't have to hold those like a bride the whole time if you don't want to.
They're so pretty though. Do they make me look prettier?
You're pretty either way.
Aww,
the flowers don't add or subtract or anything.
This is a nice Mother's Day gift.
Yeah.
Because we're filming it before Mother's Day, but it's coming out.
Yeah, we're filming this on the weekend before it comes out. So
that's so kind of you.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I look? Wow. What made you think of doing this?
I just wanted to.
You just got a little message from Spirit?
Yeah, I was like, I don't have anything on my bucket list.
I know you do.
And it's Mother's Day weekend. I know a lot of people that watch are mothers. So questions that I ask, maybe you can think about as well. Leave a comment. And
yeah, mothers are amazing, I think.
Yeah, truly. So I wanted to just take an episode to do that. Since we missed your birthday, we didn't film one for your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I thought this is the perfect time.
Great idea, actually. Okay.
I know. I'm so smart. I know.
You are smart. You always have all the good ideas.
So yeah, I wrote them down on my phone.
Okay. As you do. Like I would use a piece of paper and pencil.
Yeah. We'll just get right into it. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about before?
No, let's get right into it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So first question, What was your favorite part about being a mother when I was a kid?
Oh God, that's easy. That
The clothes?
yes, the clothes and the hair. Oh my gosh. Hannah had hair like almost not to the bottom of your back. I would say just mid back, but super like curly, thick blonde hair. And I would do such cute hairstyles on you. And then your clothes were all from Gymborees.
Oh, the hairstyles hurt like hell for me, though.
Oh, yeah.
You would just be relentless with that brush.
Oh, yeah.
Just
and I didn't.
Slap gel on there.
And you had like no choice. I was like, no,
no.
You're my doll now.
Yeah.
I didn't get to have pretty dolls when I was growing up. Wah, wah. But yeah, I definitely, I would say that, and then playing with all the toys with you. Like,
what was your favorite toy to play with?
Probably the Barbie house.
Yeah, that was
all
fun.
the Barbies. Do you remember how many Barbies? I counted how many you had.
I don't remember the number.
Okay, it was Barbie and like the sister. Who was the sister? I forget what the sister's name was. And then the little one. So you had 102 Barbies.
Wow.
Do you think you could hold 102 Barbies when you were that little?
Not when I was that little.
No.
Probably now.
No. You didn't need that many, but I collected them.
Yeah.
You had like the Wizard. We still have most of them.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz collection of Barbies.
Yeah.
And then all those Barbie movies that came out.
Yes. That was my favorite part of my childhood.
Yeah.
Were the Barbie movies that we would watch.
And then they would each have like dolls with them.
Yeah.
And so then we would like play with the dolls, with the Barbies.
Yeah.
I think probably, more fun until you had to start doing like homework.
Yeah.
Because I like the math in like 3rd and 5th, 4th grade. I could not do the math if my life depended on it.
Yeah.
I'd tell you to just make stuff up because I didn't know. You're like, Mom, can't you help me? I'm like, that's Dad. I can't do math.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that. Playing with the Barbies, all the toys really. But we just hanging out. We hung out a lot.
Yeah.
We had fun.
And now, what is your favorite part about being my mother now?
Going shopping. No, I don't. There's so much about now. It gets so much better. Like if you have little kids now, even with your brother Miles. Ooh, my nose is itching. Someone's talking about me. Even with Miles too, the conversations, and I mean doing this and working with you. And it's fun to, like, when we first got this place, going and picking out all new dishes and furniture and stuff to put on the walls and setting things up. And for the most part, we kind of agree on that kind of stuff. But really, it is just hanging out and going. And then I like when we take like little day trips. Yeah. Like when we went to Alexandria.
Because I'm not scared to drive.
And you drive. Yeah. Like, yeah, because I won't drive. I don't like to drive places I've never been because you don't know like which way the road's going to turn. Does that make sense? Which way the road is going to bend. And I don't follow those directions like you do.
Sure.
On what are those Google Maps or whatever. So it's too stressful. But I've gotten pretty good about riding with you. Considering when you had to take your driver's test.
I couldn't ride in the car with me.
I couldn't do it. Your Aunt Colleen did.
Yeah.
And did Dad help a little bit with that? Help you drive?
I remember one time I was driving with Dad, and I think about this every single time I have to do a big merge now. Like a merge onto like an interstate and it's a really long merge. Mm-hmm. I was driving with him and it was like one of the first times I ever did that. It was the first time I ever did that.
In the cities? Or?
No, I merged onto 10. I was merging onto the highway and it was a really long merge turn. And at the very end, there was someone stopped with their blinker on. Oh. Like they were waiting to get in, like they were yielding at a merge. Mm-hmm. I was going like 60 in this merge because you have to catch up with the traffic.
Right.
And I was doing everything right. I was just going
was
for it. I was
probably
looking,
me waiting there because that's what I do. Whoops.
I was looking across my shoulder to check the incoming traffic to get in, like doing literally everything right. And he had to grab the wheel and honk the horn. And he was like, brake, brake, brake.
Oh,
and I had to brake super hard. Otherwise, I was going to hit them.
Oh, my gosh. I don't think you told me about this.
Probably not.
No, that's what you guys do. We're going to spare mom. So we're not going to tell her about these things.
Yeah. It was really scary.
That's super scary.
Yeah. But now I'm just like extra careful. When
you're good at it now. That wouldn't have happened with me because I wouldn't have been with you to merge into.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So it's better that other people taught you. But now that I've rode with you more, I feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Riding with you. But it's fun to do things like that and go on little adventures.
Yeah.
That aren't like driving forever in the car. Yeah. I would say there's so many things. I mean, even just, when we come home from work or something and you make supper for me. I like that when you cook for me and just visiting about the day and stuff. I'm really blessed, you guys, because I know a lot of moms. I talk to a lot of moms at the store who don't get to do this with their daughters.
Yeah.
Who, and I know there's going to come a day when you move out and you go live your life and you're living your life, but you get married and you move on. And that's fine because that's part of life. But for now, we're going to live in the present and we're going to enjoy what we have right now.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next?
Next question. What was your go-to recipe when I was a kid and like you were in a rush or you didn't want to make supper? I know what it is.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese?
Just chicken nuggets. Well, are you talking about the jelly egg sandwich?
No.
Was it chicken nuggets?
There's like a very specific meal I remember you making me when I was a kid. Me and Miles. Yeah, because Miles was a picky eater. And I really wasn't, but
I used to make different foods for you guys.
Yeah.
Not everybody had all. What? It's not Sloppy Joe's.
No.
Oh my gosh. What?
So you would do this thing where you would take like a soup mug or even just a regular mug.
Oh, yeah.
And you would do pasta noodles.
Yeah.
And then sauce.
Yeah.
And then cut up chicken nuggets and cheese. And then pasta noodles, sauce, chicken nuggets, cheese.
Like layered type lasagna in a big mug.
In a mug.
Yeah.
And it was so good. It slapped every single time.
Yeah, I do remember that. I did do that a lot. That was something you both liked too.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to make like all these different meals. I could just do that and it was easy.
Yeah.
And it would be like what kind of pasta? Like the penne
pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's cheap good. Too.
Yeah.
Because all you need is noodles.
Yeah.
Which you can get at like Aldi or like the dollar store.
Yeah.
Marinara sauce.
Yeah.
Frozen chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
And then like marble jack cheese. Shredded cheese.
And I'm sure there's a healthier version. You could do like boiled or grilled chicken.
Yeah.
Instead of chicken nuggets. But yeah,
protein
that was
pasta.
Right. That I do remember that.
Yeah.
And didn't I always have like fresh baked cookies? And before I went to work at McKinsey's in the evening, I made pretty good meals for you and always had the house decorated. And then I went to work and I feel like I kind of went downhill.
No.
Well, then you had to become the cook.
I just took over and I'm kind of grateful for that because now I know how to cook and I really love cooking.
Yeah.
And baking.
And you're good at it. And now you can cook for me.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a win-win, actually.
Came right back.
Well, that's how you learn. You have to do it. Like all the years of my life when I lived on the farm and we had this massive garden because, of course, there were 9 kids. So 11 mouths to feed. So, we had this big garden and we had to like pick weeds, the girls did, and pick weeds and pick green beans and sugar snap peas, carrots, and do all that stuff. But I'm grateful for that, by the way, because I didn't have to go out into the barn and do the barn work and get dirty and yucky and sweat. I mean, I probably sweat when I did the gardening, but then all these years later, I like to plant flowers now. I don't do like vegetables, but I like planting flowers.
Yeah.
So it kind of was teaching me without me really knowing I was being taught. And same with you.
Yeah.
By me going to work, it forced you to learn how to cook and how you like it. So it always works out the way it's supposed to.
It does.
Yeah.
I liked doing that and I still do.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
What else you got?
What is your best advice for moms with little kids?
Wow, breathe. I always tell moms when they come in this store, and this sounds kind of cheesy, but first of all, find that I believe it's Trace Adkins song. Trace Adkins, I think. And the name of the song is You're Gonna Miss This. And it really, I don't really listen to country music, but watching the video, so I would say look it up on YouTube, the video, and that just sums up motherhood altogether, but especially mothers when their kids are really little, man, and especially if you're a stay-at-home mom too, and you're just having a day, like they're throwing tantrums. And first of all, I think when your kids are throwing tantrums and they're bouncing off the walls and they're like super hyper and your house is a mess and you're so frustrated, that's a blessing. Take that as a blessing. A messy house, kids bouncing off the walls, being loud, playing loud, because the opposite of that is they're laying on the couch or in their bed sick.
Yeah.
And there is nothing worse, in my opinion. Yeah, there's other things that are worse. But when your kids aren't feeling good or they're sick, like when you guys got sick, that crushed my heart. That broke my heart. And that was harder to see. So you've got to just, who am I to say, go with the flow? Because I don't go with the flow with anything. That is not me. That is not me at all. But looking back now on it, and I'm wishing I would have just breathed a little bit. I wish I would have known all of the spiritual things that I know now. I would have been, I think, a different mother to you guys. I think I still would have been passionate, but I would have been a little calmer, I think. Mm-hmm. The breathing, the grounding, meditate a little bit.
Yeah.
It's okay to take some time, put them in a room for a little timeout, and you go in a room and have a timeout. Don't try to sit and reason with a little one that's screaming, crying, but just know that it changes so quickly. And then you're on to the next thing. Just when you think you got one little thing solved, then the next thing comes. Kids grow up so fast.
So then that leads into my next question. What's your best advice for moms who have teenagers?
Lock them up in the house. Don't let them out. Don't let them get their license. Oh boy, that's a tough one because I was pretty strict.
You were pretty strict with me. I don't think a whole lot of people know that. But
it was because I wanted to protect you with all my might. I just didn't want anything to happen to you.
Rather than strict, I think I would say protective, because I've seen strict parents before.
Yeah.
And you weren't that. You, like, if I had to describe this, I would say that you gave me the opportunity to do things that I wanted to do in a very safe place.
Yeah.
Like, I always loved being at home. I still do.
Sounds so sad though.
No, but because I felt safe at home. I felt like, I would have the opportunity to make art and enjoy my hobbies,
I don't know. Like, that sounds sad. Like, we didn't. Okay.
I still went out with friends. I wasn't locked in my room.
You did, but that time that you rode your bicycle with your friends and you didn't tell me, and you literally rode to Coburn's, which was like, I don't even know how many blocks away. And I freaking lost it. Like, what if something would have happened to you?
Yeah.
And what if the cops would have, and you didn't tell me?
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to know like everything, because I didn't want, if something happened, I'd be like, no, she's at so-and-so's house. That's not true. So I always wanted that truth. But yeah, I don't know. I was very protective. I I didn't want either of you to get hurt. And I knew you had to experience things, but like we didn't travel a lot because
couldn't.
Well, we didn't. I don't know that we could have afforded it. We could have, I guess, if we would have saved up for one big trip a year. But I just tried to make things fun when we were at home. I don't know if it's because I didn't force my way of growing up on you, but when you grow up on the farm, you don't really take trips like back then. Maybe farmers do now, but back then you didn't go to the lake. You didn't, you just didn't do that. And you just were with your brothers and sisters. You had maybe 4 main events in the summer, the Benton County Fair, Foley Fun Days, like that kind of stuff. But I feel like at home, I tried to make fun. Like we'd make tents outside.
Yeah.
And like I always tried to make it like a magical. I had a good imagination. Or we'd make like forts and so we did that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I thought you had a good life.
I definitely did. I'm here right now.
Well, we just didn't go to a lot of places.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, to me, like that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, if you go to Puerto Rico or London or Tokyo every single year. Like what matters is that you feel safe and you feel happy at home. And I really did.
Yeah.
And I still do. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's true. I think honestly, and I did see this on a TikTok, one of the number one things that when I was watching Gary Vaynerchuk, he's just a great guy to watch. And he was talking about, he goes into these nursing homes and he talks to people that are elderly. And he always asks like, what is their biggest regret? And well, first of all, you can't regret life. That's a waste, but it's really the time spent with, it wasn't so much what they bought, where they went, but it was the time that they spent with their loved ones.
Yep.
And I think that's more important sometimes.
Yeah.
Experiences together are great. And that's why a little trip to Alexandria, which is an hour away, is a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Because when you don't do a whole bunch, little things are amazing. And so I think there's a lot of little things that we still can do together that will be huge for us. Yeah.
So what advice do you have for moms who have teenagers after that?
Man, you know what? Yeah, see, I get off topic.
That's fine.
Breathe. I think that's why I'm telling you, when you have toddlers and you're going through it with toddlers, it's nothing compared to when they get their license. I think that you have to have a good support system of, hopefully maybe your husband. If you're not married, that's okay. There's a lot of single moms out there. You can be a family without a husband or a wife, but it's good to have a support system, because to have some help, to get some relief, to have someone to talk to when you're worried or stressed out. But really, it's being very open and honest with your teenagers, I think, and letting them know that they can talk to you. Obviously, they're not going to tell you everything, and you got to be okay with that.
It was really hard to keep even this a secret from you today, because I tell you everything.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of how it's been with us. And that's great. I know that's not typical, though. Most teenagers don't tell their mom or their dad everything. And like I said, that's okay. But for the really important things, to make them feel safe enough that they can talk to you about those things. And really the lines of communication and respect. Respect. Try to put yourself in their shoes. Yeah. Try to remember what you felt like when you were 15, when you were 16.
Yep.
I feel really bad though, like preaching about this, because I feel like I didn't do it the right way.
Why don't you think so?
I don't know. I was talking to a customer about this actually. I feel like I was too intense. I was too on it. Like, I'm on it. You guys, I mean, and maybe it's because I was a stay-at-home mom, so I didn't have another focus.
Yeah.
So I made you guys and that house my 100% poor dad. Wasn't really much of the focus. I'm sorry to say, and maybe that's why we're divorced now, but it's okay. It's all good.
Yeah.
you guys were my focus.
Yeah.
And I think that naturally happens when you are a stay-at-home mom. The kids, you want them to do good and you want to be there for them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but with teenagers, yeah, keeping the lines of communication open, I think is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And just loving each other. And when they're going through it, just loving them and showing that love to them. However you do that. Not everybody says, I love you.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up not saying that, but we knew we were loved by the actions and how we were treated. So hopefully that helps somebody. I don't know.
I think that definitely does.
Yeah. And keeping the lines of communication are great for any relationship at any age, really.
What's something you liked about the way you were raised that you wanted to do for your children?
Wow, that's a really deep, good question.
I got these off the internet. They didn't come off the top of my head.
Wow, something that I think really to instill in you to be yourself and love yourself and to treat others with kindness and empathy. I think really just that I always believed in you and I wanted you to believe in yourself because I knew if I could make sure you knew how much I believed in you, that I knew you would succeed in life. And I did believe in you guys, both of you. I could see it. I knew that good things were going to be in your future just because of the way you were. But it was unacceptable for you to be mean to other kids or other people. That wasn't happening. Not in my house. Not as long as I was taking care of you and raising you. And I mean, Dad certainly did his part too. But for example, when I would go to all your conferences, you and Miles, and the teacher would be like, and I understand, don't take this wrong. I understand that grades are important, but not really. And I'll tell you why they weren't as important to me. Because I never got grades. I did some A's and B's, mostly C's. But I didn't want you guys to feel like you had to excel, like you had to be perfect at things.
Right.
I used to say D is passing. And that doesn't mean that I was setting the bar low for you because I didn't think you could do it. You guys were both way smarter than I ever was and book smart. But I used to tell the teachers when they'd be like, you know, they sit at the desk and they show you, okay, Anna's getting an A in this and a B in this and an A. And I would literally like push that aside and say, okay, this is all great. And I am thankful that Hannah is doing well in school. But all I really care about is how is she treating you? How is she treating the other kids? Like that's my job. To make sure I'm raising children that are kind and respectful to the teacher, the person in charge, you know, the other kids around them. That's all I really cared about at the end of the day. I knew you could learn anything.
Yeah.
And case in point, you can learn anything. Look at everything you learn and teach yourself now. I mean, did you teach yourself a bunch of instruments? Like a guitar, piano, like ukulele. The keyboard, ukulele, like you can teach yourself anything.
Yeah.
But you have to instill in children when they're very young. And I think for us growing up on the farm too, it wasn't like how much money you had, and it was to have pride in yourself and believe in yourself and treat others with kindness, treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yeah. And
I think you and Miles are exceptional human beings. I really do. And I don't take credit for that. You're on your own journey.
I don't take credit for it. I give it all to you.
No,
so
I don't think so. I think it's just the way you are. It's the people you are. I mean, you learned a little bit from me, but you're on your own journey. You guys are on your own path. So
what is your proudest moment as a mother?
Boy, there's many with both you and Miles. Just the strength that I saw, both the things that you each overcame as children, physical things, health things you overcame. But then seeing you in your glory, like in your niche, when you found your niche, like for you specifically, your senior year when you won the art scholarship and the art awards, and, you know, watching you go up on stage and collect those awards, and finally you feeling like, okay, I'm comfortable with who I am in my skin. that was really a proud moment. I've had so many proud moments since you've been out of high school with just watching you overcome situations and always come out like laughing and being goofy and silly. And same with Miles. My goodness, running like a marathon. Are you serious? And the thing with him is, I think he'd be okay with me saying he had a muscle skin disease as a little kid. And he had trouble like physically, like walking and climbing steps and those kind of things. And I told him when he was little, someday you're going to run marathons. And he literally is running marathons.
Yeah.
And that's incredible. And I feel like in your case, I think you're just so tough and strong, like mentally, emotionally. You probably don't feel like that, but I just think you girl power.
It's all in the guns,
you have, but
baby.
you have a lot of that toughness in you.
Yeah.
Like you and you're like all up in people's faces, like if you need to be. Yeah. And but you stand up for the right things. So I guess that those little things like that, there's things all through every single age. There are little hurdles and things that you each went through. But, you know, as adults now, seeing what you're doing with your lives just is amazing to me. And just some of the things that come out of your mouth, like the thoughts, like not naughty words, because you have a potty mouth sometimes. I mean, I do too, but it's just your thought process and working out situations and things that you've taught me. So I would say, yeah, there's too many things. We could be here all day.
Cool.
Don't get a proud mom going because she won't stop. I know a lot of moms that are like that too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Those were all of my questions.
Oh, that's fun.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yeah.
And there's so many types of mothers too. Stepmoms, grandmas, great grandmas, godmothers. Yeah.
I just appreciate you. I don't want to get too deep into it. Otherwise we'll probably both start crying.
We don't want to start crying.
But I just appreciate everything that you've done for me. Who I am now is all because of you. I know you don't want to own up to it at all. But truly, like how I am, how I act towards other people, all of that comes from you. I just really appreciate you.
Thank you for saying that. I honestly, though, don't feel like I can take all of that credit. I mean, you do have a little bit of your dad in you.
Yeah.
The not so good things are the dad. The good things are me.
He gave me like the engineering side of my brain, but I think a lot of like just how I am day to day is really influenced by you as well.
Yeah.
For example,
oh gosh.
I literally had a moment where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm turning into my mother.
Already?
Already.
Oh my gosh.
Because you're having a lot of those moments recently.
Lately, but my mom was 84.
My boyfriend, whenever he comes over, he texts me when he's going to leave. So I know, okay, there's this much amount of time that I have before he's over. I can get ready. He calls me the other day when he's coming over and he says, I'm here. And I literally had that reaction. I was like, what? You're here? What? And he was like, no, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm on my way. Because I was like halfway through doing my hair.
Why did he do that?
I don't know. He's just a prankster. But I literally had the same reaction that you had. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm literally my mom.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you're going to find little things like that. Yeah. I think it's just because you live with somebody and you just things rub off on you. But I don't live with my mom anymore. And I'm a lot like... Yeah, I'm really becoming. But I mean, come on. To my defense, when you're like over 55, you're getting closer to 60. I feel like we all kind of start to settle into our ways of what some of the things our parents did, I think, or say.
It's also a compliment too.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. My mother is amazing woman. But well, this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am surprised, but But yeah, that's cool. And it's a good tribute to all moms out there.
Now we can do our favorites.
Okay. Why don't you start with your favorites? Yeah.
Well, the weather has been warm here, so I went to my favorite beach.
Yeah.
Favorite beach. It's called Fish Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are a bunch of fishes in the lake. Lots. There's
Makes
a lot of
sense.
sunnies. Yeah. Literally, you just walk in and fish will like come up to you and just stare at you.
Which that would bother me, but
no, it's so cool.
I can see you liking that.
So I was at the beach this week for like 3 hours and I just read the whole time. Yeah. It was super fun.
Yeah. It was a beautiful day that day.
Yeah. So that's one of my favorites.
Okay.
I've been making a lot of slime.
Oh yeah, now
recently
we're out of the sourdough phase.
Yeah, out of sourdough. Now it's slime. Sourdough to slime. Yeah,
and that's kind of therapeutic.
It is.
Tell people how you make it. What's it made out of?
It's made out of glue. So get a little.
You can buy like a big.
You can buy a big tub of glue. It'll last you a long time.
Like Elmer's glue, white glue. Okay.
White glue, clear glue.
Mm-hmm.
People do too. And then you can either do contact solution and baking soda mixed, or you can do what I do, which is borax and warm water mixed together.
Mm-hmm.
And then you lay out the glue. So I put it on like our tabletop and then I squirt the solution in. And then you mix it up until it becomes slime, and then you can add a bunch of stuff to it.
Yeah, and you don't make just like this much. You make like...
No, I combined all my slimes now, so they're in one big tub.
Yeah, and you just constantly just knead it and play with it. And that's therapeutic, really.
Yeah.
So it's not really fun. Like just like a little kid thing.
No.
Because it's on Don't people do that on TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And people like sit and watch that.
I do.
Yeah, I do too. I'm like, oh, cool. What is she doing?
Yeah.
And then she puts food coloring in it.
Yeah, food coloring. I put paint in mine. That works too.
Yeah.
Paint works in it, like acrylic paint. Shaving cream. You can put
that's
in
fun because it's kind of like whipped cream.
I think you can put some sort of like clay or something into it too. Beads.
Yeah, you can put like some. You probably don't want to
make
put
it
glitter.
Crunchy. You can put glitter in it. Make it crunchy,
sparkly. Crunchy and sparkly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome combo. Crunchy and sparkly.
Yeah.
I love noise. Bracelets and
Yeah. So slime. Third favorite, I'd say I've been playing a lot of Overwatch 2 recently. Which I don't know if anyone here plays or knows what Overwatch is. I've been playing that since I was in high school, but I stopped playing it for like a good 3 or 4 years, just because it's so like addicting and toxic.
And it's stressful.
It's very stressful.
See, why do you do that?
I don't know. I think because, so I set limits for myself. Like I'll only play if we have a full team of 5 people that I know.
Oh, because
like
you play it with other people
friends.
that are in their homes.
Yeah, so it's 5 people versus 5 people. You have like a tank character, which has a lot of health. You have 2 DPS characters, which are like damage. They do a lot of damage. And then you have 2 healers. And typically I play the healer Mercy. Which, man, it is really difficult to be a Mercy main right now. I tell you what, because we're
ain't
healing.
That the truth, right? For all the healers out there.
Yeah, well, they
empaths and healers. Yeah,
well, yeah, but like in the game, they made like a patch recently, so it's really hard for. It's really hard for Mercy to do some heals. So it's been difficult out there. It's been rough. I know you don't know it, but she's like an angel.
Oh.
She's like a German character. She's an angel, so she has wings. She can fly, and then she has like this like scepter kind of thing, and she can heal people with it, or she can damage boost them, which means it like ups their damage.
Oh, right.
And then she has a little gun, so she can shoot if she has to.
That's like control, right? She has all the control.
Pretty much. When I die, my whole team dies. That's what it's like.
It's like from Dune 2. What are they called? The Bene Gesserits?
Yeah.
Bene Gesserits. Yeah, the women have all the power in that movie.
Well, just like typically healers do. But yeah, I don't know why I'm back into that game.
Because you were in Minecraft for a while.
I was playing Minecraft.
And you still do D&D. I don't know how you get into all that. I can't even do Pac-Man. Can't even do Pac-Man. In fact, I bought a scratch off and it was like a Pac-Man type scratch off.
Really?
And I was so confused. Like all you had to do was like follow the arrows into scratch. Of course, it was a loser. I didn't win anything, but yeah, I couldn't even figure that out. And you were gone because I thought I'm going to try it because I always make you do the scratch offs.
Yeah, she'll buy like 5 of them and she'll be like, okay, I got these scratch offs. But you can do that.
I don't know how to do it. They're too much. You have to read directions.
This one's a crossword. You can do that one. Why'd you buy it?
I don't know. I should just get the really simple ones. I always feel like the really hard ones are going to be the ones that you win money on.
No, they're just difficult.
They're just really hard.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I buy those. I don't know. Because I feel like anybody can win.
It's fine.
Might as well be me, right?
Yeah.
But cool. Anything else for favorites? No. Yawning. You need a nap.
I need a nap.
Okay, I don't have really too many favorites this week. I think the one favorite was we went out with some friends, Trish and Mary, and we went out to like a bar restaurant that we like to go to locally here, and we listened to a great band, and that was just fun to get out again. It was nice weather, and they're just fun people to hang out with, and the music was great, and then she started playing ABBA song. Which one was it again?
Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen. Like, who doesn't like to dance to that? And I actually got out on the floor because a friend that happened to be a friend of yours from middle school.
Yeah.
Her friend kind of pulled us out there, and lo and behold, you're like, oh my gosh, I know you.
Yeah, total coincidence.
It was a great moment, but it was just it was only a couple hours.
Yeah.
But it was just so much fun to start doing that again. I feel like we haven't been doing any of that because, winter and so just that. I can't really think of. I mean, there's all the little things I like are just going on a walk, walking around the lake, just seeing the nature, being in nature. Those are the things I think that just mean the most to me.
Yeah.
Every day. And just seeing the people. I call it co-creating. Just co-creating every day with anybody who comes in to the store, anyone who crosses my path. Conversations like the conversation we had with Kelly about Dune 2 when she came in the store, and that was really funny. Her kindness. There's a customer that is always bringing me treats and things, and she's so wonderful. Kelly, I love you. So yeah, it's just special. For me, it's always about people.
Yeah.
And yes, I have experiences throughout the week and things happen, but it's always the conversations that mean so much and the time spent with people. So yeah. Okay. Should we do a card?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to save our bucket list.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a fun fact to tell.
Oh yeah. What was it?
Okay, because you know how you're always talking about your fun facts, or you always know.
I do have a cool one, but I won't say it if you have one.
Okay, yeah, I do have one. So I was listening to the radio. I got mine from the radio this week.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to share this. So I don't know if you've heard about the cicadas.
Yeah.
You know what cicadas are? They're like, not like locusts, but they're these big, like bugs.
Ugh.
And they live in the ground 99% of their life.
Yeah.
And then they come out of the ground like every 13 to 17 years.
Yeah.
And then they're like adults and they like mate and I don't know what else they do, but then they die.
Yeah.
And they go away. But
what a life.
Right. Right. Come out of the ground and then you're going to die. But they end up, this year in particular, it's like a double thing with the cicadas, and there's so many of them. Okay. They're at like everywhere, kind of in the southern states, I think. kind of, you'd have to look up what states they're in, but they're not in Minnesota, thank God.
Thank
but
God.
anyway, they're talking about cicadas on the radio, and these two DJs, is that what you call them on the radio? He says, in New York, there's a chef in New York who is taking cicadas and replacing using the cicada meat or whatever instead of shrimp, because cicadas are high in protein. And so they're making food out of these cicadas. Yes.
Meat?
Yeah, like they're using it instead of like shrimp.
It's like
cicada.
it's like a bug though, like bug
People
meat?
eat bugs though, Hannah.
I know people eat bugs. I know, but like meat from a bug.
Yeah, they're high. I don't know if you eat the shell and everything. I wouldn't know that, but the chef was using cicadas and he was going to replace shrimp and use the cicadas. And they're like, well, yeah, actually they are high. And they are. It's true. They're high in protein.
Wow. Like, what are like the macros on it? Like,
what does macro mean? What?
Like the grams, like how many grams?
I don't know. I guess it depends on the size of the cicada. I have no idea about that. I just thought that was crazy that they were making like food, but then people in other parts of the world eat bugs and stuff.
Oh, totally.
I mean, Eddie from Christmas Vacation ate squirrels. Like, people eat squirrels and that kind of stuff.
I don't know.
But cicadas, yeah.
We're mostly Polish. So Polish people eat a lot of potatoes.
Yeah,
so
we just like meat and potatoes.
Cicada meat.
Yeah. Well, there you go. But see? I heard something on the radio and I kept it in my brain. I didn't forget about it.
Cool. That's
there
interesting.
You go.
Yeah.
Let's shuffle and do our card of the week. We need a message here, but we'll see. Do you want to pick and read the message?
Sure.
All right. You go ahead. You pick a card. Read the message that we all need to hear to get our week started.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Okay.
Empowered women empower women.
Oh, yes. Amen.
Empowered women empower
women.
Amen,
Yes,
sister.
Support each other.
Amen.
Women need to support. I mean, we all need to support each other, but yes, empowered women empower women. Amen. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Let that start your week,
yeah.
right? Well, thanks, you guys. This was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for the flowers.
Yeah,
that was
so
sweet.
Yeah.
And a whole episode on me. I promise we're going to do that for you for your birthday.
Oh, I don't mind.
Yeah, no,
we
want to. It was fun. We'll do something for you for sure. I'll think of something.
Cool.
I'll have to outdo you somehow.
Yeah.
I'm thinking already. I have a couple of months, but all right. Well, thanks you guys for watching. We appreciate it. Everybody have a good rest of your week, good rest of your day. And you always say you can, if you're watching.
If you're watching us on YouTube, you can listen to us on Spotify. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, you can watch us on YouTube.
Yay.
Yay.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you again soon.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.